Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and after a nice long stint of very boring and repetitive training videos, I am super happy to be back in the seat of being a powerful wizard. So let's quick roll and alright, well, yesterday was player's choice and I chose the classic soundtrack. Now I just rolled the classic soundtrack. So, should we get the classic soundtrack again, then I will do player's choice on anything other than the classic soundtrack for the next one. So, what are we doing today? Well, I think today we are going to... We're going to start up with another Arcana Spotlight series, and this time I think we're going to do Magnetic Follow-Up. And for those who don't know, Magnetic Follow-Up is essentially a buff Arcana that sends out rocks when you attack with your basic. And I figure I'll do that because more people are probably familiar with how it works, first of all. And second of all, because I don't necessarily want to jump into Lightning Aspect right away, as that has a couple of steps and stipulations to it. Not major ones, but we'll quick go over them. It generates a field of electricity that shocks enemies you touch and causes the last hit of your basic Arcana to summon a lightning bolt. So this one has a little bit more to it than just buffing your basic, and I figure it'd be better for me to not use that one right away. Instead, we'll stick with this one, because that's a little bit easier to understand. And for the first episode of this new Arcana Spotlight series, we are going to be going with Perforating Jet. I'm not 100% sure how this is going to work, but I think it'll be a lot of fun to try out at the very least. If it ends up not working out, hey, whatever, it doesn't work out. But I at least want to give it a try. I want to give it a fair shake, see how it works. And we'll go from there. Now we're going to be jumping around between the retro floor plan and just any other cursed relic. I will say that this time around with the buff Arcana Spotlight, if I end up not passing the run, then I'll do another run with it without the retro floor plan and see how it works. And honestly, I probably should have been doing that with Fueled Berserk as well, but oh well. Alright, so Perforating Jet plus ow. Alright, so I wanted to start with Perforating Jet, not because I thought it was going to be amazing with it, but then there is a part of me that was hoping that there would be like there's a part of me that was hoping that there was some sort of hidden strength with Perforating Jet and Magnetic Follow-Up, but not gonna lie, I've just never been a big fan of Perforating Jet, so there was a part of me that was going, well, I hope there's some sort of really interesting hidden strength with this one. There was another part of me that was just going, yeah, just get this one over with so you can move on to something more fun. And right now the thought process I'm going into this with is definitely, yeah, let's just see if we can get this one over with. So, yeah, not exactly what I was hoping for, because I don't want to hate Perforating Jet. It works on a principle that I really like. I like ranged attacks, and obviously I have a soft spot for critical hit builds. So there's a strong part of me that keeps going, yeah, if we can find something that makes Perforating Jet work, then we don't have to hate it so much. I have yet to find that thing that makes me not hate Perforating Jet. It just lacks two things that I find to be really important about any spell in this game, which would be damage and consistency. Like, if there's an Arcana that does light damage, but it does it consistently, which is kind of where Bolt Rail stands, then I'm totally fine with it. Or if it does huge damage, but does it somewhat inconsistently, that's okay too, because there's still a payoff to trying it. But if it does light damage and then does so inconsistently on top of that, then we've got ourselves a problem. And right now, the impression that I'm getting of Perforating Jet plus Magnetic Follow-Up is not great. I'm noticing that that even though Perforating Jet itself gets a ton of hits, the rocks that follow up from it are few and far between. I think I'm only getting like 3 or 4 rocks. Alright, so I'm actually getting like 5 or 6 rocks from each full combo of Perforating Jet, but that's only adding on a few hits for only a little bit more damage than what Perforating Jet itself does. So as of right now, not exactly feeling it. Like I said, I'm really trying my best to not absolutely hate Perforating Jet, but it's not making it easy for me to do that. And like I said, Perforating Jet, for some reason, is able to combine 2 things that I really like and make them awful. It's just like fruitcake. Most people love fruit. Most people love cake. You put the 2 of them together and you get nasty, horrible crap. So what gives Perforating Jet? How come you can combine both projectile and critical hit favor into something that I find to be terrible? Yeah, I'll grab that. You will never see me turn down some ranged control. Yes, I could have used the portal, but where's the fun in that? Oh, proving that I'm not an idiot? Well, why didn't you say so? Alright, what do we got? Well, we have to get Sylvan help. You just don't have a run without a fairy. And yes, I know there was a run I did not too long ago that actually dropped one of the fairies. I still feel bad about that, by the way. I also might go back for another relic. I'm not 100% sure. I'd also like to point out that the enemies that I'm facing, because of the retro fourth land, have less aim than usual, and it's still taking me quite a bit of punishment with Perforating Jet to kill them. Okay, I'm kind of tired of these water-based lancers. I like that one. That means that the Ring of Reserves will be even more useful. Alright, so go back to you, grab the Ring of Reserves. And that was just taffy. Alright. Ow. Yeah, this combination seems pretty weak. Like, even if I do make it all the way through it, I'm just gonna flat out say I'm not sure I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I think I'm getting more out of Frost Scimitar than I am out of Perforating Jet. Oh, Perforating Jet, why do you have to be so awful? Like, it's easily one of the worst basics just because of its low base damage. I mean, that's not the only problem, but remember, it's also another part of the issue is just how inconsistent it is. Even though it's throwing out a lot of shots, most of them don't actually hit their mark. I see that bouncing surge, and trust me, I'm interested. In fact, let's just go back and get it now. I'm sure you can hear Cecil in the background. He's being very good, very energetic bird. And we have Nocturne. Alright, so that actually makes a good amount of sense. You son of a bitch, you're supposed to take the first. You're supposed to take the one I've had for the longest amount of time. That having been said, I'm not against picking that up. And my last foe is Steel. Alright, so now let's just go ahead and grab the upgraded magnetic follow-up. Now this doesn't increase the number of stones I hurl, it just creates an exploding ring of stones. So, like that. It just gives you a little bit more breathing room, which I think is fine. I think that's a fine upgrade. Ow. Yeah, I know, buddy. I'm having a hard time with this build for some reason. Though, let's be fair, it's not for some reason. It's because Perforating Jet is just a really bad base. Like, the only thing that Perforating Jet is really good for is for number of hits. So for things that count number of hits, like, you know, say you're trying to run the Vampire's Eyeglass, this would be good for that because you can score more critical hits and get more healing off the Vampire's Eyeglass. Yeah, I'm just gonna be perfectly honest, I'm just straight up not having a lot of luck with this combination. Like, I'm giving this Arcana every opportunity to shine that I can possibly think of to give it, and it's just giving me a dried out turd in my hand. I want to sit Perforating Jet down and just look it right in the eye and say, okay, if you can't give me something to work with, why are you evil? Why do you continue to darken my doorstep if you're going to give me nothing? Now that might sound a little harsh, but mind, I've been trying to make this Arcana work just so long, and I'm getting nothing out of it. Okay, Tattered Scroll might help. Might. So, unless something happens during this run that makes me severely change my mind on things, right now I'm giving this essentially a D rating. And it's not that Perforating Jet was that great to begin with in the first place. Like, is it better than having... And this is something I asked myself while I was doing the Field Berserk Spotlight is using this combo better than using the Arcana by itself? And right now, I think the answer is no, because instead of using magnetic follow-up on an Arcana that it doesn't work well with, I could have something else in its place. I could have Knockout Bolt right now and be having a lot more fun. And have a better build on top of it. That would have worked if I had actually hit him. Okay, do we have anything here that really stands out? Not... That was worth a look. Once again, I should have used the portal, but at this point, I'm just focusing on how disappointed I am. Insert that Kevin Sorbo meme here. Yeah, I'm not going to abort the run or anything, don't worry about that, but yeah, this is just, it's not effective. And it's kind of sad that I have to say it that way, because, again, I'd like to remind you, I am using the retro floor plan, so even though, yes, there are more enemies that I have to deal with, the fact of the matter is that these enemies have fewer HP than you. Like, if the combo were working well, it shouldn't take as much effort as it's taking to bring down some of these enemies. They are just not taking any damage. Not as much as they should, anyway. Honestly, I've already said it at this point. I'm just repeating myself, but I think the point needs to be brought home. This combination is not good. Yeah, I'm watching the damage that I'm doing against bosses, and I'm like, underwhelmed isn't even the right word. It's like if there was something underneath underwhelmed, like what, like sewer whelmed. That's what I am, sewer whelmed right now. That's even lower than underwhelmed. That's like like if there's something even lower than the Underdark, it would be a sewer. Yeah, my expectations are very much at sewer proportion at this point. Pardon me. Alright, so how... Honestly, at this point, I don't even care. I'll just grab that and see if it works. That's a really bad idea when you're already having trouble. Yeah, I know. At this point, I just don't even care. Why? Because Perforating Jet has let me down again. I keep trying to advocate for this for a basic that, you know, on surface level is really interesting. Then you try it out, the game is just like, oh, you chose that? Hey, look how many times I had to hit him with that just to bring him down from a weakened state. And unfortunately, the additional rocks from magnetic follow-up are helpful. Sorry, I was stuck there trying to figure out why I wasn't casting my Tracer Barrage. I guess without my knowledge, they managed to get you the right timing to cancel it out. So that's a my bad scenario there. Oh, well, moving on. God, I can't believe how ineffective this is. I'm sure there's a number of you going, you're not even activating the magnetic follow-up. Trust me, I was. As often as I could during that fight. Like I said, I'm really giving this every opportunity to shine, but Perforating Jet just isn't really worth it unless you have the Sidewinder's badge, and even then there are better recipients of that buff. Ow. Like, everything else seems to be going well together, just not this. And the other things that I have are working well together, but yeah, magnetic follow-up and Perforating Jet, not so much. I can't really say it any better than how I've already been saying it, so hopefully you understand what I'm getting at here. And accidentally aggroed a whole other group of enemies. Come on. There is a slim possibility that I can survive. Thank you, sir. Even though I do like cascading blitz, but I think what I have right now will have to do. I need as much ranged control as I can get. Oh, I'm in such trouble. I'm in such trouble, I can't even believe it. Oh, I'm warmed up, it's just this basic sucks. And I have said before that your basic might be the most important part of your kit. Like, it's because it's the one thing you can rely upon anytime. Like, I would say it's arguably more important than your signature, more important than whatever standard you choose to start with. Like, it's one of the things that you're going to be relying on most in your run, and if it doesn't live up to its promises, then you've got a long road ahead of you. But we're in the home stretch now. And hey, at least I didn't lose on floor 2 like the last time I tried. Jet. But I would be lying if I said that I thought that this was worthwhile. Best thing I've got going for me is the ring. Ring of Reserves right now is making this build worthwhile. Okay, I can't believe I won that round. That to me is the most amazing part, is that I actually managed to eke out a victory using this awful, awful combination of skills. Alright, so yeah, final word. Don't use Perforating Jet plus Magnetic Follow-Up. If you want to give yourself a challenge, just pick up the Retro Floor Plan or play on hard mode. You don't need to challenge yourself by handicapping your own ability to either do damage or control the field. It's not worth it. But that is where we will stand on the first episode of the Magnetic Follow-Up Arcana Spotlight series. So do drop me a like, comment on the video. Hey, if you're interested in seeing what I do, just subscribe to the channel. I promise there's more going on than just Wizard of Legend. It's just time has not necessarily been kind in that regard, so apologies for that. But plan on seeing more of the Magnetic Follow-Up Arcana Spotlight series. And hey, since I did finish the Fueled Berserk Arcana Spotlight series, I've got one more video in that series coming out in the near future. Look forward to that, and just stay tuned here for further stuff. I appreciate you guys coming and spending some of your free time with me, and I will see you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Wolkern.